2600. Can you endure? Enduro. Designed by Larry Miller for Activision.
Alright, let's play a game. I'm going to show you gameplay from two different driving games. And you have to tell me which one is from Gran Turismo 7 and which one is from today's topic, Enduro. Are you ready? Can you tell me which one's which? Because I honestly have no clue. I got the footage mixed up at this point. I can't tell a difference. Enduro for the Atari 2600, a game by Activision, a game that I was influenced to review recently. Influenced is maybe a strong word to say, but I was influenced to review it because I had a fun time playing it. It's a game that I've known about for a pretty long time, having grown up with like the Activision anthology and stuff. I had played this game previously, but over the holidays, I didn't review any Atari stuff over the holidays. I did that Atari week stuff in November. Then I sort of went Atari silent on this channel for a minute. But I got a special Christmas present for my parents. I got them the brand new Atari 2600 Plus. If you don't know what that is, the new Atari has put out a 2600 that goes through HDMI and works with old cartridges, and it's called the 2600 Plus. It also plays 7800, and it's a fun little device, runs off emulation, and it's pretty damn cool. I got it for them for Christmas because they were interested in getting back into Atari games. And this seemed like the most logical solution for them. And after I gifted them the unit, they bought a few games. And one of those games was Enduro. So while I was over there for the holidays, we played some Enduro, a game that I probably hadn't played since I was a kid. So I didn't really remember if I cared for Enduro or that much or not. I had a lot of fun playing Enduro. It's a lot of damn fun. It's a fun driving game. Enduro is a game by Larry Miller. If you watch my channel, you might have heard that name before. We talked about Larry Miller. We talked about Larry Miller in the Spider Fighter review. Another game that I absolutely love by Activision is Spider Fighter. He developed that game. And he's back with Enduro. I was reading some of the development history of Enduro that I found pretty interesting. It said that he developed Enduro in 3 months with 100-hour work weeks. That's a lot of work, Larry Miller. It's a lot of work for Enduro. It was I think it says it was a 4 kilobyte cartridge, and he pushed the cartridge as far as he could to get the best performance and visuals he could out of the 2600, and he wanted to make like the most realistic driving experience up to that point, which is why I compared it to probably the most realistic driving experience you'll play is Gran Turismo 7, on the PlayStation 5 or whatever, or maybe even Forza on the Xbox. But back then, Enduro was the most realistic driving game released. It had fog, it had snow, it had taillights. It was pretty damn cool. And it is pretty damn cool. I enjoy Atari 2600 games that are simple but functional. I think that's what draws me to the console the most, is how simple the games look and how functional the games can be. Enduro is both. It's a game where you have to race past as many cars as you can. So the way the game works is that you're driving down the road, passing different cars. I don't know why I sound like Donald Trump. You're driving down the road, passing different cars, and which each car you pass, a counter goes down. Now you need to pass a certain amount of cars within a time limit, or your game's over. Now, if you pass that amount of cars within the time limit, you move on to the next round. And I think in this footage I go up to round 4 before I lose. But with that, they're gonna throw different elements at you. Like they're gonna throw snow at you, they're gonna throw fog at you, they're gonna throw nighttime at you, where where it's harder to see and all involved. Very cool elements that are very unique for an Atari 2600 driving game, and I definitely see what Larry Miller was going for when it comes to the realistic aspects of the game. It is a game very arcadey in nature, of course. It's just about dodging traffic. I also find it interesting that you actually control the speed of the car. The car doesn't just go, and you don't just hold the button to go at like top speed. What you actually want to do is once you get to a speed you're comfortable with, you let go of the button. And then the car stays at that speed. And if you want to add more speed, you can. But adding more speed adds more risk, obviously. But if you're good enough at the game, you could dodge more traffic. You could get the score higher and get the countdown faster. So it's a game of risk versus reward. But that's also a very cool element, that you have like this adaptive speed with your car. That also makes it just feel good. It makes the game just feel good to play. And obviously the visuals today are nothing compared to the visuals of a modern racing game like we saw Gran Turismo 7. But, compared to other racing games on the 2600, this game looks pretty damn good. This game's pretty cool. And I had a lot of fun playing Enduro. It's a game that I was happy to re-experience with my parents over the holiday break. And I wanted to show the game to all of you in this form of a review. If you have any interest in playing Atari and you like these kind of older driving games, give it a try. It's actually pretty damn fun. It'll put you in sort of a trance while you're playing it. You sort of zone out and get into the groove of dodging the traffic and stuff. It's very cool in that sense. I'm gonna put the footage of Gran Turismo 7 back up, and here's Enduro. And here's Enduro. And here's Gran Turismo 7. Here's Enduro. Okay, now I'm confused. I don't know which one's which. Enduro, Gran Turismo 7, Enduro, Gran Turismo 7. They look the same. Larry Miller, you're a genius. Oh, actually, before I go, I actually forgot to say this in the commentary I just recorded. But I was reading up on the Enduro wiki just to get some fun facts, and there was the funniest fact to me was, if I could find it so I could say the game specifically, because I don't play these games. But yeah, here it is. Back in 2020, Enduro was included as a secret game on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. What? What? Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I guess if you own that game, you own a better game within. It's called Enduro. Congratulations.